white haze bends through the air, steps align without a care. You slide in like a hidden spark, carving rhythm through the dark. Faint vibrations chase our skin, baseline drawing us within. Neon murmurs paint the scene, blurring truth and what we need. Midnight Pulseway, pulling tight, threading heat through stolen night. Signals rising, lost in sway, guided where the shadows play. Velvet static wraps the floor, silence shivers at the door. Your silhouette rewrites the room, sparks ignite then softly bloom. Heartbeat climbs the narrow lane, rushing wild like untamed rain. Flickered whispers flash and spin, calling out beneath your grin. Midnight Pulseway, pulling tight, threading heat through stolen nights. Signals rising, lost in sway, guided where the shadows play. Time unravels seam by seam, caught inside this fever dream. Every breath rewinds the frame, marking flaws without a name. Night recedes but rhythm stays, tracing past the moment made. Midnight Pulseway fading slow, but the memory keeps its glow. Lights bend off the walls like liquid fire. Heat lingers where the shadows fracture. Your presence twists the still air around, pulling warmth into shapes I can't name. A quiet tension hums beneath my ribs, marking currents that push against the night. The world tilts beneath subtle vibration, moments fall into each other like smoke. Time coils backward with deliberate motion, guiding steps through uncharted gravity. Fever in a reefer, colors flare against the cooling dark. Fever in a reefer, movements curl into patterns sharp and stark, in the space where pulses twist and sway. The night rewinds yet refuses to decay. Neon spills across fractured pavement, casting edges that blur and realign. Your voice cuts soft like fractured echoes, tracing arcs that pull the scene together. A glance shifts the balance of the hour, turning still instant into an active flame. air thickens, currents rise with invisible weight. The night rearranges in subtle layers, drawing the scene closer to a climax. Fever in a river, shadows curl and fold along your frame. Fever in a river, light fractures into forms I can't reclaim. In the hush where heat and motion meet, time loops softly beneath our feet. A spark slides along the rim of neon, marking traces the night can't erase. I move closer as the rhythm deepens, falling into a spiral we can't shake. The dark bends to follow the pulse of light. Shapes twist in a way that feels infinite, and in the loop where silence flares, the night becomes a fever we both share. Flickering neon hums above the empty street. Signals bend, slicing through the muted haze. Your silhouette stretches past the corner, tracing patterns the night refuses to claim. A low vibration pulses beneath my ribs, drawing me toward the rhythm of the unknown. Silence shifts like a hidden current. Motion rises from the frozen air. Moments linger thick with anticipation, leading me closer to the quiet spot. Between static dreams, colors flicker where shadows dissolve. Between static dreams, movements twist into shapes I can't name. In the gap where light and pulse collide, time slows, folding around your presence. Streetlights fracture into scattered prisms, casting fragments across the dim expanse. Your voice drifts like unclaimed melodies, winding through the space we occupy. A subtle glance bends the horizon, turning stillness into a secret cadence. Time loosens its hold, stretching thin. Currents rise, they liberate and slow. Each ripple draws a new connection, pulling the night into quiet motion. Between static dreams, the dark hums with energy beneath our feet. Between static dreams, movements ripple, shaping paths unknown. flickers on your quiet stare pulls me in like a tide I can't resist. Colors ripple where the shadows fall, turning silence into something deep. I breathe slow as the moment widens, feeling currents move beneath your gaze. Something in the stillness starts to bloom, a warmth rising through the cool night air. World fades soft around our outlines, letting this hush spin its own rhythm. Ocean in your eyes, drift farther each time you look my way. Ocean in your eyes, waves of blue tracing secrets you don't say. I follow the pool that lives in the light, lost in the calm that your presence creates. Your glance shimmers like a hidden inlet, quiet but carrying storms underneath. I step closer into the quiet glow, feeling the floor sway like open water. One small sigh changes the atmosphere, turning the dark into drifting silver. Unnamed feelings circle like shoals, rising slow but sure to the surface. I let the night shape what comes next, floating in a place words can't explain. Ocean in your eyes, wider than the dreams I used to chase. Ocean in your eyes, pulling me through currents I can't replace. Where the hush grows deep and time dissolves, I find a world drawn only by you. A spark glides quietly across your iris, like a beacon guiding through the dark. I read the tide line written in your stare, knowing I'm already far from shore. Ocean in your eyes, soft waves rising in a way that feels divine. Ocean in your eyes, I'm caught in a drift that feels by design. Let the night keep us under a spell, as long as your light keeps calling me in. Glass reflections shift along the hallway, shapes distort beneath the muted glow. Your shadow bends like liquid motion, tracing paths only moonlight knows. A quiet spark hums in the distance, pulling threads between your gaze and mine. The moment tilts as the lights grow softer, frames stretch wide as if the night expands. Unspoken waves rise through the stillness, guiding my steps toward your orbit. Mirrors in slow time show the version of us the world can't see. Mirrors in slow time, bending seconds into fragile clarity. In the hush where rhythm hides its breathing, I find a truth reflected back from you. Oh, oh, oh. Your movement ripples through the dim air, Sending currents across the narrow room. Colors blur around your silhouette, forming patterns shaped like blooming fumes. One small glance shifts the atmosphere, turning the silence into something warm. The clock hesitates within the tension, letting minutes drift without a sound. Thoughts unfold like rising smoke, curling in lines that lead to you. Mirrors in slow time show the outline of something undefined. Mirrors in slow time, pulling me into scenes inside your mind, where shadows fold and visions linger. I see a world designed for two. A trembling gleam slides across the glass, echoing the pulse behind your stare. I move closer as the moment deepens, caught in a frame I never meant to share. Mirrors in slow time trace the rhythm of what we don't confess. Mirrors in slow time rewind the night with careful finesse. In the calm before the hour shifts, I recognize the light that comes from you. Oh, oh, oh. Neon signs flicker above the vacant lot. Windows glow with hints of forgotten light. Footsteps echo down the cracked pavement, tracing past the dark refuses to claim. A quiet warmth rises between the walls, marking the edges of a hidden space. The night hums with subtle vibrations. The air carries whispers of unseen emotion. Moments stretching like fabric in the breeze, pulling the atmosphere into a steady rhythm. Night blue motel, rooms breathe with stories left untold. Night blue motel, shadows bend as colors unfold. In the pause where silence lingers, the space becomes its own secret garden. Faded curtains sway with the evening wind. Streetlights spill liquid amber across the floor. Your presence shapes the stillness around, filling corners I didn't know existed. A soft glance shifts the scene's momentum, turning quiet into its own kind of pulse. Heat still lingers where time fell, whispered tones that never tell. Hearts are mirrors bending sight. Love becomes a beam of light. Afterglow, mirage, I see you there. Fading colors painting the air. Shadow truth in the golden haze. Lost between the nights we crave. City hum beneath our skin. Moments melt, stars begin. Your eyes speak storms I can't define. Like summer ghosts in neon lines. We chase reflections out of sync. Taste of silence, edge of brink. Our echoes blur, the light retreats. Desire hums in broken beats. Afterglow, mirage, I see you there. Fading colors paint the air. Shadow truth in the golden haze. Lost between the nights we crave. Through the glass of what we were, I feel the pulse of fleeting stir. Nothing real, all we knew lives in shades of amber blue. The dawn erases what we made. Still your silhouette won't fade. Afterglow, mirage remain tonight. A fleeting dream, a silent night. Silver haze drips down the sky. Secret shimmer where our shadows lie. You breathe a promise soft but real. Under the night the truth reveals. Silence hums between our eyes. The world forgets its alibis. One heartbeat speaks what words conceal. This is how the stars appeal. Starlight Confession, I'm undone. Under the glow, two souls become one. Lost in the shimmer, time stands still. You're the answer I can't conceal. Wraps around the sound of things we've lost and what we found. My heart drifts through your atmosphere. Every fear fades when you're near. Dreams collide in silver flame. We're unnamed but not the same. Truth falls quiet, undefined, written across the skyline. Starlight shadows on the quiet pavement, silver lines stretching through the calm air. Your footsteps ring like distant pulses, calling me toward the shadow of your stare. Branches sway in a slow rotation, sketching shapes that lean in your direction. Night carries a rhythm beneath the silence, pulling sparks through the cool blue sky. A breath of wind circles around us, shifting the moment into something bright. A lunar echo park, where the dark paints halos around your frame. Lunar echo park, I feel my balance tilt when you say my name. Under the sky carved out in pale reflection, you turn the quiet into hidden fire. Ooh. Street lamps soften into liquid colors, folding softly across your outline. Your voice moves low like rolling velvet, brushing past the edges of my mind. A small smile turns the whole horizon, rewriting spaces I thought were still. Time loosens its grip for a heartbeat, letting the night expand around us. Unmapped feelings rise with the skyline, drawing invisible lines to where you stand. Lunar echo park, lights sway slow as if they breathe with you. Lunar echo park, my pulse shifts course, finding something new in the air, tinted with a lunar shimmer. You pull the darkness into something warm. A faint glow trembles near your shadow, moving like a promise left unnamed. I step closer as the moment widens, answering a call I can't translate. Lunar echo park, stars lean down to trace our silhouettes. Lunar echo park, the night turns softer around our steps, and in the quiet car between us, I feel the world rearrange for you. Amber lights drip down the glass, traffic hums, the moments pass. You smile beneath the city flame, gold reflections call my name. Sugar air, it pulls me in, sweet temptation on your skin. Heartbeat flickers low and slow, lost beneath the urban glow. Skyline, melting night, liquid dreams and pale street light. Honey Skyline, taste of sin. I fall again, I dive within. Neon whispers blur the street, shadows move where our hearts meet. Your laughter spills a velvet tone, turns the crowd to us alone. Soft illusion fades, but we remain drunk on sugar, lost in flame. Honey Skyline, endless view. All I see reflects in you. Signs flicker above the vacant lot. Windows glow with hints of forgotten light. Footsteps echo down the cracked pavement. Tracing past the dark refuses claim. A quiet warmth rises between the walls, marking the edges of a hidden space. The night hums with subtle vibrations. Air carries whispers of unseen motion. Moments stretch like fabric in the breeze, pulling the atmosphere into a light blue motel. Rooms breathe with stories left untold. Silence lingers, the space becomes its own secret garden. Faded curtains sway with the evening wind. Streetlights spill liquid amber across the floor. Your presence shapes the stillness around, filling corners I didn't know existed. A soft glance shifts the scene's momentum, turning quiet into its own kind of pulse. Time hesitates inside the muted glow. Ripples rise beneath the calm veneer. Currents of feeling twist and converge, drawing the night deeper into shade. city haze melts into cobalt haze tonight. Your silhouette drifts in the neon's quiet bind. I feel that cool fire rising when your eyes ignite. A strange kind of comfort wrapped in electric light. You breathe a rhythm colored in a midnight hue, a pulse that bends the darkness into something true. Blue heat remedy, you calm me while you burn. A slow, cool fever, switching tides with every turn. Blue heat remedy, running through my veins. A warm blue spark, unraveling the hidden strings. Your voice floats slow like smoke over ocean glass, a rare type of fire with a shimmering liquid glass. You undo the tension layer in my past, turning chilled emotions into heat that lasts. You heal the fractures humming underneath my skin, a blue lit blaze inviting all the storms to thin. Blue heat remedy, you calm me while you burn. A slow, cool fever, switching tides with every turn. Remedy, running through my veins. A warm blue spark, unraveling the hidden string. Let the world fade out into muted light. I'll drift in the warmth of your cobalt design. Blue heat remedy, you calm me while you burn. A slow, cool fever, switching tides with every turn. Remedy, running through my veins. A warm blue spark, unraveling the hidden strings. And moonlight spills along the floor like quiet smoke. You glide through the dim light like a whispered joke. I feel the rhythm bending where your silhouette leans. Soft motion magic slipping into hidden scenes. You move like a secret carved into the night. A hush in the shadows turning dim to bright. Silkshadow Move, you're sliding through my mind, leaving streaks of silver where the dark unwinds. Silkshadow Move, you rearrange the room, shifting all The velvet air trembles when you spin my way. Faint sparks rising with the sway you display. I chase the shimmer drifting off your midnight frame, drawn to the puzzle of your untamed flame. You blur like a vision I can almost read, a slow burn cipher drifting close to me. Silkshadow Move, you're sliding through my mind, leaving streaks of silver where the dark unwinds. Silkshadow Move, you rearrange the room, shifting all the silence into something new. Let the lights follow, let the ceilings fade, let the sea light follow the patterns in the shape you've made. Silkshadow Move, you're sliding through my mind, leaving streaks of silver where the dark unwinds. Silkshadow Move, you rearrange the room, shifting all the silence into something new, shifting all the silence into something new. Shadows stretch across the quiet room, faint sparks hum inside the stillness. Your silhouette leans into the low light, tracing lines the night refused to hide. A soft rhythm rises between heartbeats, shaping something fragile, nearly spoken. Static in the air turns warm and bright, like sound waiting just beyond the edge. Two breaths sink without warning, pulling the moment into slow motion. When silence dances, walls fade out and time forgets to move. When silence dances, we sway in a space carved just for two. With nothing said, the truth unfurls, and my pulse finds its place beside you. Your eyes draw patterns in the dim glow, unsteady but somehow unmistakably clear. Light bends around the way you're watching, painting signals only I can read. A step shift closer without a reason, letting instinct guide where we land. Unspoken sparks circle overhead, falling slow like silver dust. Something blooms in the tension, turning the quiet into rhythm. When silence dances, words dissolve but meaning stays alive. When silence dances, I feel the night rearrange our lines. In the hush we build a hidden world where nothing interrupts the rise of fire. steps when silence dances. We move as though the stars are made of pact. And in this glow, where sound sits still, I'm drawn to the spark only you ignite.
Fireflies and firelights drifting by the open window, soft sparks swirling through the quiet night. Vinyl spinning with a warm vibration, waking something I couldn't name inside. Words keep slipping before they reach you. Still the moment settles like a hush between us. City echoes fade into the distance. Only I breathe and shapes the air. Feels like the world melts around us, folding into a tender kind of silence. Fireflies and vinyl, little lights guiding where our hearts might go. Fireflies and vinyl, wavering tones pulling two shadows close. Night breeze whispering secrets it borrows, drifting anywhere as long as you're near. Old grooves humming through the dim glow suddenly sound like treasures in the dark. A narrow space lying still between us stirs my pulse in a way I can't disguise. In your gaze there's a hidden storyline unfolding slowly with each stolen glance. Fleeting sparks turn into rhythm, shaping feelings I can't quite describe. Let the night decide our direction. Let the moment take its time. Fireflies and vinyl, faint lights threading dreams across the room. Oh, fireflies and vinyl, quiet notes letting my guard loosen. Oh, dawn starts creeping around the edges, yet the scene we paint keeps going on. Glints that flicker but refuse to vanish, shade our silhouettes in softer tones. Unspoken thoughts find a place to rest, etched in circles spinning on the record. Fireflies and vinyl, pale sparks filling places words can't reach. Fireflies and vinyl, leaving only us inside the turning beat. Somewhere deep in the quiet of night, your smile lights the map of tomorrow. Street lamps spill silver across the sidewalk. Shadows curl between us like quiet smoke. Your eyes linger still as a pause frame. Time bends softly round the frozen space, a breath caught somewhere between heartbeats, marking the edge of what could unfold. The night hums with subtle vibrations, ripples move beneath the calm surface. A quiet tension grows in the air, pulling the moment into focus. Motionless kiss, the world holds its breath while we remain. Motionless kiss, silent sparks flicker across the dim haze. In the pause that stretches like water, the night frames a feeling unspoken. Neon reflections curve along your profile. Color melts into the corners of the street. Your presence drifts into the stillness, shaping spaces I didn't know existed. A soft exhale shifts the atmosphere, drawing the scene into delicate rhythm. Time hesitates within the quiet tension. Seconds linger like liquid silver. The night swells around the subtle motion, tracing currents beneath our skin. Motionless kiss, the dark refracts and gentle looks around you. Motionless kiss, cemented by silent energy. In the calm where shadows fold together, a pulse emerges from suspended air. A spark glides along the edges of the street, whispering secrets a night can't hold.